Aloha, everybody. This is Jen Freeman, and happy full moon, and also full moon eclipse. So today's November 30th, and the full moon was exact at 1:30 a.m. Pacific, 4:30 a.m. Eastern in the United States. And part of what this full moon is bringing us is an opportunity to shapeshift our reality, to redo things by recognizing how we perceive and genuinely becoming more fluid, flexible, adaptable, mutable in how we hold our reality. So this full moon's in the sign of Gemini, which is an air sign. It's a mutable sign. It's also associated with the magician archetype. So the sense that your words are your wand, that you really can transform things by how you frame them, what words you choose, how you choose to see things. So that's something as an invitation I want to give to you today for especially the next 2 weeks, because we're going to be in these 2 weeks from full moon to new moon. These influences hold. And also because it's a lunar eclipse, it's going to go for another 6 months because a lunar eclipse essentially is an extra powerful full moon in this case. So part of what I've seen already, I was on a great call with a couple shaman friends last night, and we were talking later in the evening. So we were getting closer to this zenith of the full moon. And I was just blown away as we were talking about just seeing how we needed to change how we were holding our group friendship, how we were approaching our regularly scheduled calls, how we needed to hold a more fluid reality about checking in if it was the right time instead of just following what was on the calendar. And I just had to laugh because it was the sense of getting freed up from constraints that no longer served, but in a really gentle, friendly way by embracing the mutability, by embracing flow, by embracing change. So one of the other things that has to do with this full moon is that the planet Neptune is stationing, meaning that it's been going retrograde, it stills, and then it turns the other direction from our point of view. And when Neptune does that, combined with a lunar eclipse, it brings in a very strong, dreamy quality. It really brings in a lot of opportunity to listen to subtle messages from our psyche, from our higher selves, from the universe about who we are and what we're here to do and what we can let go of. And this is something where, like in my life, I've got a lot of flexibility and mutability in some areas, but others have been really challenging where the old stories have stuck. And this is where in the conversation last night, one of the people were talking about the opportunity to change the stories from concrete to liquefy them. And that's what I invite you to do during this time, to reflect on, are there any stories in your life that just seem so solid, like there's just no way they could change? And maybe they could. Maybe this is the time, if you allow the quality of time to support you and influence you, that you could open up to letting go of some of the deepest, oldest stories, especially the ones that are influencing your thinking patterns, your perception patterns. And I know for me, being open to that, it feels like a miracle, truly, like with the sense of the magician archetype, that your word is your wand. So as you allow yourself to really reframe and choose new words, knowing you really are changing your reality, you're not, your story is your own. It's not a truth. It's how you're interpreting the data. So you might as well take an opportunity to interpret the data in a more positive and uplifting way. And as many of you know, since I was a young kid, I could feel these transits. I didn't know that's what I was feeling, but I would feel the quality of time shift and change, almost like a taste, like I could taste the bouquet of time. So around 20 years ago, when I started studying astrology, or when astrology found me, and I began testing it, soon moving into a daily basis, which I've been doing for the past 10, 12 years or so. One of the big benefits of using these qualities and actually bringing them into your life and allowing them to inform you and guide you is they're really helpful at helping you let go of victim stories, of reaction, of helping you see that so much of what's moving through is impersonal. So just the same way you don't take winter solstice personally, that the light has gone away because you've done something wrong, or when it's summer solstice, that because you're so awesome, the sun came back. It's similar here, where you can open up to these tides and let them inform you, guide you, and free you on a lot of levels. So I wanted to bring that into the Gemini one, because as hard as it can be to be open to maybe those places where we've interpreted ourselves as the victim, or where we've just been so hurt and sad and stuck, we didn't believe it was possible for there to be healing or light or simplicity and love and change. This full moon really brings an opportunity to let go of those stuck positions. So I invite you to take advantage of it. Maybe set aside a little time today or tomorrow and just reflect, meditate, maybe just sit quietly and see what messages arise. You can journal, you can draw, you can dance, but be open to them and be open that today is a day on this cycle where you really can shapeshift your reality, perhaps easier than other times. So as always, you can reach me at jen@freemanconsultingllc.com. I'd love to hear how you are and wishing you a beautiful full moon. And I'll be sending out some more information soon on the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, on the solstice, and on new moon, of course. So I'll be seeing you in your inbox soon. Take care. Aloha.